Ben Sebastian here, curator of the SYMPHONIC podcast, composer of the Kalasin series albums, and the soon-to-be released Spitting Out Blind Borderline Personality Disorder Opus 1. Back here today with something a little bit different. It's an ambient depressive black metal. It's a one-man project called Najand, and it's currently based in Canada, although it started in Iran in 2004 by a gentleman called Sebastian. In recent years, it's been sort of leaning towards the melodic death style, and this kind of focuses is all about sort of revolutionary and socialism advocating lyrics in Persian. This is we're going to be covering an album. The album is called For Emancipation. And quite the topic indeed. You may have heard about Iran's movement nowadays. There's rallies and street demonstrations against the Islamic regime that's over there. And there's been a kind of a motto that's been going around sort of, from the region and as translated into the media. That's women, life and freedom. And this album, kind of, along with its sort of design, its commie star, praises the revolution and uprising. Just a side point, the cover was designed by Kimberly Osai. I believe it's a name that Sam has asked me to get out. So, okay, let's delve into the album. We're going to probably play the first three tracks of it. So tracks 1 to 9 sort of like praises the riot and uprising in the street. 12 to 16, yes, it's quite a long album. It's I think it's like 27 tracks in all. 12 to 16, it talks about political prisoners and their plight. Tracks 17 to 23 rebukes reactionary systems such as capitalism and religion, and praises councils, democracy, and the body of government based on sort of socialism sort of council. Yeah, so, okay, I don't think there's much more else I can add to that. I mean, it doesn't pay to get too political on one's YouTube channel, but I think in the sort of the day and age that we live in, the suppression of peoples is an absolute abhorrence, and I praise anyone who has, the inclination to, sort of write about it and express their views, particularly when, it's based in Canada. So, all these things are, are going on in his home, although he's far away. And okay, let's see what he's come up with. Okay, well, gonna have to be very quick on the pause button there. Unfortunately, he's kind of this all submission is all one track. I got an MP3 for all the 27 tracks together. So this is probably the easiest way of doing it. But so that was a revolution time span, very sort of Burzum type mayhem vibes. And okay, a little bit lo-fi on the production style. On the musicianship level, I find it's quite interesting. It's got some great grooves. I love the little hammer-on solo there. Very nice introduction to the album. All these tracks most of these tracks are very short. I think the next two we're going to play are a little bit more substantial, hitting the 3 or 4 minute mark. But you've got a lot of sort of Napalm Death style, sort of 1 minute 30-second tracks, which it's a bit of a mixed bag because you kind of get into something and then it's all over. But then I suppose then you get the best of each out of each track by going down that road, perhaps. But in the theme of the story, concept, I think it works. It will work quite well. Unfortunately, I have no idea on the lyrics, so I just have to sort of go with the description that I've gone. But it's great to have some international colour to the work here that I do. So, okay, second one, the Fire Revolution. Let's carry on. Keep the momentum building. Again, very lo-fi black metal production vibes there. Definitely sounds like something that was coming out, in the sort of the black metal wave of the 90s, and it's good to like go back there in its time auditorily. There's quite a lot that this artist has produced. I think he's got something like 20 releases up on Bandcamp. So there's quite a catalogue there. It'd be interesting to delve into some of that. I'm going to chuck all of the links below. And yeah, there was something else. The 26th track is a cover of the classic theme by Karl Orff, Carmina, Burana. And it talks about a Marxist revolutionary young man that needed to kill himself with a grenade in the street battle with the police to secure his organisation's secrets. So I couldn't not. I mean, I love Karl Orff. I love Carmina Burana. So I couldn't just not sort of pass this one by. So that's when we're going to close the music side of this review down with that track. So yeah, okay, let's dive into track 26. Okay, well, that was something a little bit different. I mean, almost a stroke of genius, I suppose, because I never would have looked at classical music and transposed that into the setting of sort of black metal and ambient. And I think, I mean, I'm not big on the ambient kind of, sort of stuff. You see, I posted a few videos. It's something I sort of struggle with. But you know, I think it helped create the mood. I think a lot of the ambient kind of stuff that I've listened to, it kind of lacks a mood because there's generally just sort of lots of noise and it sort of goes on a little bit. But you know, adding something, you know, sort of that eerie compositional tone, from Karl Orff there, I think that really paid off. And I wonder if that's probably a better opener for the album. It's really sort of captured the imagination and the setting as well for the whole concept. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. As I say, something a bit different for today. Oh, dodgy broken chair. See the video I posted before as to how this chair got broken. Yeah. Okay. So, Najand, links below. Very worthwhile kind of project and motive behind it. And for ambient, for melodic black metal is your thing, just go and check out the rest of the album. There's quite some sort of nice little touches in there, in the bits that I managed to listen to. And hope you've enjoyed the video. You know, like, subscribe, but more importantly, go and follow the artist, show them your support. I've been Sebastian. Take care.